This is how it goes for anyone that's into fragrances. They get gifted a fragrance like Nautica Voyage or CK1. Then they want something more, so they go to the likes of Sephora and they get a YSL Myself or Versace Pour Homme. Then they want even more, so they start searching online and they get introduced to the Middle Eastern world. The next step in that entire process is then trying some niche fragrances. Quick little lesson, what is the difference between designer and niche? Designer brands like YSL, Versace, or even Louis Vuitton, they make other products such as clothing. Whereas with niche brands, they only make fragrances or fragrance-related products. That being said, today's video is about first niche fragrances. Maybe you're just starting in this world or an avid collector, but let's get into it. So we're gonna go category by category because I think that's a great way to get into niche. So if your favorite category is citruses, I have two for you. The first one being Sospiro Vibrato. You've probably seen this many places. It's a grapefruit ginger. It's very clean and very sharp. And what I like about this for a first niche fragrance is that it performs the way you expect a niche fragrance to. It's also readily available. You can find it on some discounters for around 160 bucks. It's really just an easy first choice. The next one may be a little bit more advanced for a true citrus lover, but that is Bergamasque by Otto Parisi. The opening on this is a little bit more challenging. It doesn't go the way your designer fragrances do. That being said, why I think this is a great first choice is because how many compliments it gets. It's a pure citrus bomb with added musk. And it is one of the few fragrances that I've found that has a different smell on you compared to what it projects. This fragrance encompasses what a lot of people look for in a niche, and it's pretty well priced. I bought mine for 130 bucks for a 50 ml, but you don't need a lot of sprays of this thing. And the next category is for our vanilla lovers. The first two, and why I say two is because they are incredibly similar. That's Baby Cat by YSL and Caden by Oman Luxury. Now, Noel, YSL is a designer brand, but my justification is this is their private line and it's priced outside of your typical designer. That being said, both of these is a very masculine vanilla. Baby Cat is more of an elegant vanilla suede, whereas Caden is more of a spicy vanilla. A lot of people will think that these smell similar, but the performance is amazing. It's more so your personal taste and what you can get your hands on. Our next fragrance is Grand Soir by MFK. This is an elegant vanilla that no designer will provide for you. It's so sophisticated, it's so luxurious and elegant. It's more of a true vanilla with some added amber. So for you guys, if you want a vanilla that's a step up from designer, then I would say these two. But if you want a vanilla that's so niche and something you haven't tried before, then go for Grand Soir. And our next category is clean masculine. And starting with a PDM, this is costly and it is a spicy clean. I find that a lot of the designer fragrances are very round and syrupy at times, whereas this is the opposite to that. It's so sharp, it's piercing, and that's what I would expect from a niche fragrance. And if you like spicy, clean fragrances, this won't be your choice. And next up we have Amouage Reflection. This is a masculine floral and it has some pretty good projection. In my opinion, if you like JPG Le Male, the original, you'll very much like this. Now, once again, we have a fragrance that's not exactly niche, but it is at a niche price point. And that is Louis Vuitton Meteor. This fragrance is very clean and a much higher quality than your typical designer. To a lot of people, it resembles a dry sheet, and I kind of get that vibe. But to me, it's sharp and uplifting and ultimately so very clean. And now if your taste leans more towards the darker side, we have an oud and we have a leather, and the leather is African Leather by Memo Paris. This is a spicy, fruity leather, and something that's really intrigued me about niche fragrances is how different certain notes smell. Like leather in a lot of the designer fragrances smells more round and ultimately more mass appealing. And whereas this is more of a true leather, but don't let that put you off, because this encompasses more of wearing a leather jacket, but in an environment. It's very natural smelling and not overbearing at all. And now, if your favorite designer fragrances have oud in them, I would recommend Ombre Nomad. Now, this might be throwing you guys in the deep end, but in the oud world, it's actually quite light. This is a raspberry, rose, and oud, and it's so elegant with so much depth. And someone did a test where they put this through a GCMS machine, and this actually has real oud in it. And if you want to smell fruity, I have 3 choices for you, whereas 2 are quite similar. I was going to put Herba Pura into this video, but I changed my mind with these 2 fragrances. Evil Angel, Lorenzo Pazzaglia. This is everything that Herba Pura wants to be. It's a beautiful fruit basket. It's very high quality, and it has a similar vibe to Herba Pura. And then the other being Ajal by Spirit of Dubai. And this is more of a tropical basket of fruit. It's also very musky, but the performance on this is unbelievable. Like, these two fragrances have gotten me so many compliments, but no one talks about them. And next up in our category is Sospiro Mezzo, which is a new release. This is like the YSL EDP, but niche level. It's still fruity, but it's not as fruity as what these are. It's got this blast of apple, but it's still clean and refined. And next up, we have the classy and elegant category. We're gonna start with PDM Layton, and I do think that this is a lot of people's first niche fragrance. This is a warm, spicy apple and vanilla fragrance, and it has this very luxurious quality to it. And I think a lot of people's concerns when looking at niche is that they don't want to be weird smelling. But this encompasses everything that is mass appealing about your designers, yet elevates everything to a high level and makes it better quality. And second on our list is B6A3 by Marc-Antoine Barras. And this is the pinnacle of niche level designer. This fragrance smells like you wear a suit and tie and you're in an office in New York City. It's a complex fragrance that has extreme performance. And it's familiar, yet still so very intriguing. And next is the category where you want something that just smells high quality. First on the list, we have Naxos, and I believe that this fragrance is undupable. It's this gorgeous tobacco honey, and all of the inspired by / dupes that I have tried just lack the character that this has. It's rich, it gets compliments, and it just embodies what a niche fragrance is. And for a very similar energy in the niche space, I would say Roja Esolada Verde. It's a very airy, fruity fragrance that just feels like the Mediterranean. There's definitely synthetic notes in this fragrance, but it doesn't feel like it at all. It smells like very natural fruit, and it's very, very, very high quality. And now our last category where you want niche performance and you want everyone to know that you're wearing a niche. The first one being Amouage Purpose 50, and it's a super strong fragrance. Like, this is a 24-hour wear. You spray it now and you still smell it tomorrow. It's this beautiful, creamy frankincense incense. And it starts out quite spicy and then it becomes a little bit more creamy. And it oddly gets a lot of compliments for a scent profile like this. Next up on our list is Oud Maracuja by Maison Crivelli. This is a fruity oud, and you guys probably know this fragrance from my cameraman. This has room-filling projection and it gets so many compliments, but I think that's probably because people cannot help but not smell it. In the same light, it's very attention-grabbing. Like, if I were to go to a nightclub, which I don't, but if I did, I would wear this because I wanted to stand out and make myself known. Now, we went through a lot of fragrances, and I hope this ultimately helps you guys out, but which one have you got your nose on?